Hello, my name is Diana, and in this recording I'm going to walk you through the steps of the process in creating a collaborative course for Moodle for Teachers EVO session 21. So first of all, we had to complete our teamwork policy. This is a Google Doc document. We copied it from the template we received from Dr. Nelly, our moderator, who provide valuable instruction guidance through the course. And we had to define these areas. So the way how to collaborate, we also did our name for the group, who consisted the group. We had to define the way of communication, goals that we would like to achieve, which in our case was to learn to design and manage Moodle course, and how to add and adapt resources and activities in the Moodle platform. Then we had to anticipate challenges and also to define the possible ways of solving those problems. So we all felt that lack of time would be the most difficult problem that we could envisage in this situation, because we have a lot of parallel obligations. And when it comes to resolving strategies, we felt that a supportive attitude and negotiating solutions would be one of the ways how to deal with problems in the group. And of course, planning and setting some intervals in which we would achieve certain steps and complete certain steps would be a good way to deal with lack of time problem. So we also have to set some rules, and that was to be supportive, helpful, respect each other, and regarding our personal expertise, perhaps work on the areas where our expertise would actually be maximum. And then we also have to define the way of communication. So we decided on Zoom meetings, which were quite efficient in our case, as well as Facebook Messenger. We all live in the same time zone, and it was very convenient for us to set the meetings at short notice if necessary, and to help each other if there were some technical problems or any idea. Usually technical problems will prevent us from achieving something, but when it comes to content, it was very fruitful and very smooth process. We also have to define our leadership style, and we all decided we are democratic and we need to reach consensus about anything. When it comes to role in the team, Ivona, who had previous experience with Moodle, actually was our facilitator and technical supervisor, while Branka and I were more committed to creating the content. And that would be all for the team policy. When it comes to syllabus, again, we use the template provided by Dr. Nelly. In both cases, we needed to share this document right after it was opened. Ivona started the team policy, and I started the syllabus document, and we efficiently worked. Because this document is completed, I cannot really show the processes that of making it, because they're not visible. If I can just see here, I can just show here different versions that we had, added moments we changed something, but oh yes, show change. These are possible, perhaps, to see. No changes visible here. But if I go to show history of notifications, we can get a slight idea how dynamic our communication was. So we very easily settle on the logo and define the abstract, so that what is the actually briefly explain the content. when it comes to audience, we didn't really plan this course to be for any specific audience, not professionals or teenagers or young adults. It was for general audience, anyone who is interested in learning about USA culture patterns. We defined the course duration 3 weeks, but we felt because it's more informative than academic course that basically people can actually do it at their own pace, even though at the beginning there is a suggestion that they should devote 1 week per each holiday, but it's possible to be done in shorter time. When it comes to objectives, that meant that participants will be well familiarized with the holidays, the way how they celebrate it, and their origin. Firstly, we had the idea to present American culture, but we realized very soon in our work that it would be too overwhelming topic, so we narrowed it down to holidays, and we finally decide on these 3: Independence Day, Columbus Day, Thanksgiving, and they are mentioned in the order they appear in the calendar, of course, the way how I say it. And they appear in that order in the course. When it comes to platform, we decided on Moodle platform, which allows synchronous and asynchronous way of working, and also YouTube videos, music clips, or tools that supported by Moodle platform are used in this course. And here's some information about us as moderators. So now I can walk you through the course. It is called Holidays and Festivals in the USA. It has basically 5 parts, 5 sections. So first is general, and here is the logo that we decided on as a team. Here is the abstract to let possible participants get information. What is it all about? What is the target audience? Session objectives, and here is session overview, which provides short information about the content of each part. So the next one is the part that I was responsible for. Here is the logo and the title of the part. That was mutual understanding that each page would be similar in appearance and that it would have a red title and the picture. So here below there are different activities. These little icons at the beginning of each section, each line show to a student whether it's a picture, a page, URL, which means links to external information or resource. This is assignment. There are some quizzes. So if I, for example, want to change something, I have to go to here to turn editing on. And for example, the boxes appear. And boxes appear here, so I can add it. And I don't want to do any specific changes here, so I'm just going to click cancel because there are no changes. Or if I want to, let's say, demonstrate how to do to make changes in the label, for example, I mark them like this, and if I want to change the color, I go it like this. So you can see it's changed color, but I want to keep it the same way as we decided previously. I mean, my team members and I. So it's back again, red back again, and I go here and say return to the course. So I'm back here. So in order not to spoil something, I'm going to turn editing off and walk you through the parts. So apart from this is first thing, the first resource. So it shows the how large these original colonies were in relation to today's country, and we go back to this arrow and go to the content page. So here is some link to historical circumstances that led to American Revolution. If somebody would like to see the document Declaration of Independence, they can go to this section. And it's very important to stress that when you set in the content, you should always make it that way that it opens in another window, so it's easy to go back. So here is the video on the Boston Tea Party, one of the crucial events that led to struggle in the American Revolution. But the next thing that is even more important here is quiz, which is a puzzle, which actually allows participants to check what they have learned. So this is a YouTube video which is embedded in that puzzle, and you see these dots. So wherever the dot is, there is a question. So to demonstrate this, I will open it. So when it comes to first dot, there is a question related to the text from the video, and I know that this is the answer, so I click here and I see right away that this is the right answer. I can move on.
As each new law inflames the rebellion, it ends up getting repealed.
So if I want to try, let's say, to answer this and submit, I can easily see that it's a wrong answer. But I can also continue here, and that when I'm choosing the type of question, I can have several options, and I also can choose different type of questions, open and or multiple matching. And now we are going back to the course. So here is the information about people who created America, who created this constitution. So each of these names is clickable. So wherever you click, you can actually get to know more about them. And I decided more about historical facts because I believe that it's interesting and less known to people. So I think that this resource might be also interesting, Myths of American Revolution, that it is taken from Smithsonian Magazine, and John Ferling, an expert in this area, wrote this. So there is forum which allows participants to comment on what they have learned. There is one more quiz that summarizes what participants have learned here. So, for example, you click on this and you get, let's say this, and click the answer, and you see that it's wrong. So there is another forum area. So participants are invited to comment if they learned something new, something unusual they didn't know before. I love the picture of the cake, which looks yummy, and we all know that fireworks are associated with the 4th of July, and so here beautiful scenes of fireworks across the America. So we go back, and within this page there is possibility for participants to answer in a forum what they have learned. I also added feedback survey as a last part of this course, and here are some questions that participants can answer, giving us their impression and suggesting what changes should be made. So here is the feedback survey. It's general type where they can easily open and write. Here is the rich text editor to help them do that, or they can upload some pictures if they want. So there are no pictures at the moment. So, for example, if you type something like this, you need to post it to a forum to make it visible on the page, and that would be approximately that. So I hope you'll find this interesting, and I really appreciate the possibility to be part of this course, and I learned really a lot. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.